because as I keep on saying, a leader finds solution. A leader does not complain.
The issues that the new force has faced when we started our campaign. It's been less than a year. You want to know? I'll give you 6 of them now. And first of all, my billboards were all vandalized by somebody professionally. I did not say anything. Secondly, somebody comes and pulled a mask and say he's the one by somebody supporting them to do that, who is also in a political realm. I did not say anything. I just responded that I don't know this person through New Force and said that he's a rogue. And then he says I'm not the one, so I sent a white lady as a spokesperson to come and tell my story for me because I'm wearing a mask. Then the white lady comes, and then the whole country hammered her, and then they catch her and deport her after keeping her 7 nights in cell, which was human rights infringement. Okay? Did I say anything about it? No. Then after, I bring 4 people all over Africa, 2 politicians who are the most radical politicians on the continent, and 2 activists who have got the biggest voice, to just come and ignite their voice in this country. What happened? It was cancelled 2 hours after spending hundreds of thousands of dollars. Did you hear me say anything? Okay, so by now, if I go on with the other 3 or go on and get to 10, you will see that Nana Kwame Bediako is not the man that watches the devil that spills the milk. I don't have time for that. I am focused. Nobody pokes me. What is supposed to be done gets done. And I'm not here to judge anybody for their mistakes or their faults. I hope they learn from their mistakes. Because you see, a mistake for the first time is a mistake. But a mistake for the second time is a decision. Because when the next time they are going to attack, and then you remember attack here, na me any day. It's ultimately attack, it's ultimately. But all you know, catch say it's going to be a she. Catch say no, your friends say that's like a 2 Ghana adani swimming pool. Yeah, no. The secretary know what I want. They make a crime. Come on, here. Yet you have 21,000 Ghana cedis since 2019 to date. The last payslip I got in the back say, and you in the back say last payslip 21,000. Bisawo Napco, how much were they being paid? 7,000. Hey, Mrs. 700. You what they were not even be able to pay. Could you imagine say Sasika stupid Sikana yet you are more than 21,000? You're diverted to Napco. Do you know how much people it can pay even in a month? Hello, I Xposed HFM members. Oh, subscribe it. No, be share. That's time. That is what I always say. Nah, and then hint be Nana Bediako. What drop it. Then I'm person me say. First of all, I say my running mate will be a woman. Me baby a running mate. No, matter who the running mate of Nana Kwame Bediako, the new force is going to be. No matter what I say. Because as I keep on saying, a leader finds solution. A leader does not complain. You can hear video number. The issues that the new force has faced when we started our campaign. It's been less than a year. You want to know? I'll give you 6 of them now. And first of all, my billboards were all vandalized by somebody professionally. I did not say anything. Secondly, somebody comes and pulled a mask and say he's the one by somebody supporting them to do that, who is also in a political realm. I did not say anything. I just responded that I don't know this person through New Force and said that he's a rogue. And then he says I'm not the one, so I sent a white lady as a spokesperson to come and tell my story for me because I'm wearing a mask. Then the white lady comes, and then the whole country hammered her, and then they catch her and deport her after keeping her 7 nights in cells, which was human rights infringement. Okay? Did I say anything about it? No. Then after, I bring 4 people all over Africa, 2 politicians who are the most radical politicians on the continent, and 2 activists who have got the biggest voice, to just come and ignite their voice in this country. What happened? It was cancelled 2 hours after spending hundreds of thousands of dollars. Did you hear me say anything? Okay, so by now, if I go on with the other 3 or go on and get to 10, you will see that Nana Kwame Bediako is not the man
that watches the devil that spills the milk. I don't have time for them. I am focused. Nobody pokes me. What is supposed to be done gets done. And I'm not here to judge anybody for their mistakes or their faults. I hope they learn from their mistakes. Because you see, a mistake for the first time is a mistake. But a mistake for the second time is a decision. So some of us are taking decisions based on our own preference and interest. And that's what I'm talking about, that we should push all of that aside and put the nation first and put the country first. That is why we're telling you that we unveil when we're ready. So when I unveil, you will see everything clearly. Yes, but for now, everybody will be kept in a suspense. You know why? You can do that if you have the chance. They even give people's phone numbers as well. But if you can't, you can ask them. So until I was ready to unveil, no one can touch me. You can deport my spokespeople. You can do all of that. That's the ones that they've shown their face. But the same thing is what I'm telling my brother here. That, you know, I don't know what someone will go and do to my vice tomorrow if I say it now. So let me protect her and let me... she is a she, of course. I will not come with a him alone. Yes. You think, how were we made? Which one of you came here with a he or a she? I have to come with the same structure, the tree I came from. Okay, we belong to a tree that takes a man and a woman to put us here.
Is it the woman who was standing behind you?
Well, that is my wife, and I wouldn't mind bringing my wife as a vice president. Picture yourself as a mother and a father, that you spent 22 years of your life to educate your child, knowing that your investment after 22 years when they finish university, they're going to have a job to take care of you. But after that 22 years, the child becomes jobless and hopeless. They don't have a future, so they start to look for a future. At that point, anybody that sells this child a hope, they will take them. So I want Ghana to understand one thing, that we're losing our youth, but we're losing the biggest investment of the nation. Because when they become 22 and 23, that's when these youth are ripe. And somebody comes to take them. If these people were of no value, do you think the same white man or the same European who is restricting you from getting the visa will now offer the visa to your young and fresh blood to come to his country or their country? No. They are importing talents from us. We are importing goods from them. The skills that they import and the talents they import from us is the same skills and talents that manufacture the tin tomatoes, the iPhones and everything, that you go back and buy it. What am I here for? I came here to turn it around. That instead of we importing, we are about to introduce, or we're going to introduce to you, the 16 regional industrial revolution that has left the 15 regions dormant and the one region choked. We are about to bring neutrality and equality based on the fact that every citizen in this country deserves a part of their own equity of this state's resources. And therefore, we are going to refine these resources. We are going to process these agro processes with the people that we're educating to work and grow the industry and build the economy. Because until that is done, trust me, you and I can climb up and come back down. The European, the Chinese man, the Asian, the American, they will take your people. Because you don't have the power to develop your country and the power to build your nation. Therefore, your nation will migrate through any pipeline they find.
Aha, so this man, Nana Kwame Bediako, Eliasi Awono, Sawuni Nyawoya, you are very patient. I say, who say most of the time, no, videos are here, no, blacks, no, the depiction, yeah, the petioma, the warriors, no, omo ba, no, peti omonim, and it's one of the max ne buy, no. The second one too is that Onim said there are hawks in the Ghanaian politics. Make hawks are people who think they have power in Ghanaian politics. Also starting here, the billboards almost saying no. The other thing, Bawan complaining because not only ya all year. But see, I don't know if you say to only met the crowd, I may not baba. Not so trouble. Because me name where the next time they are going to attack, and then you may only met and now I'm attack here, now me any day. It's on to me attack, it's on to me. But all you know, catch and say, it's going to be a she. Or say, I am a body bema. Body with me not come to the diacon. Ne when not standing tall or starting on the day of the birthday of what Kwame Nkrumah. From inside sources, no. And Nkrumah also part they say, and Nkrumah be by your vice. Aye, because you see, for you to have the birth or the reintroduction of the policies of Kwame Nkrumah, you need some Nkrumah to do the backing so that spiritually it will be strong. Why not saying that Kwame Bediako or yes spiritual? Obia or yet 12-point agenda or yet 12 apostles. No, go to number 12. What you say? And yet spiritual. Aye, number 12 you choose a spiritual because you started one a 12-point agenda. You really yes in the case say your policy near friend apostles of Ghana. Or yes or case or to 12 ministers to rule Ghana. Aye, you really go to number 12. Yame esiso. Nyame wasiso say pain. It was say my voice is going to be a woman. Fast forward, me person me try there back when you see I saw Ottoman new force. Now say NDC papa bi or communicator back. According to him, new chronic party say no your friend say national cathedral na adani swimming pool. Yeah no. The secretary know what I want. I didn't make a crime. Come on here. Yet you have 21,000 Ghana cedis since 2019. To date, the last pay slip I got in the back say, and you're in the back say, last pay slip 21,000. Bisawo, Napco, how much were they being paid? 7,000. Hey, Mrs. Amina, 700. Meanwhile, they were not even be able to pay. Could you imagine, say, Sasika, stupid Sikana, yet you are more than 21,000. You're diverted to Napco. Do you know how much people it can pay even in a month? National Cathedral, yes, see, and one than swimming pool. Yet, young Kofoka. Oh, Jimmy, yet Jimmy. Yes, I'm going here because you're really a oh my God. Hey, you're going to video number.
This is his bank statement. His bank APSA.
Whose bank statement?
Professor Dr. Paul Yao Opoku Mensah, the overseer of the National Cathedral, the general overseer and executive secretary. This is his bank. It's APSA, Tamale branch.
Are you allowed to put this out?
Yes, I'm putting it out. My integrity on the line. I'm Malik Basintali, Deputy National Communications Officer. Take me anywhere you want to take me to. APSA, Tamale branch. The staff ID 1249725. His account number is 07110305573. This is his pay slip. Every month, government pays him 21,134 Ghana cedis. This is it.
For what exactly?
Nothing. An end salary. That he is the general overseer. Controller has indicated that general overseer, National Cathedral, for work done as the executive secretary of that whole. So the owner of the whole, the general secretary of the whole, is being paid 20. Here's it, Bella. There's a copy. Go through. This is for 31st August 2024.
Okay.
That is just last month.
Okay.
This was his salary. And this is his pay slip from controller.
All right.
These are different pay slips. This is another one. And this morning, I wish you call him on the line. I want to tell him to his face that I have his account number. I know anytime he withdraws money, anytime money comes in, and that man cannot escape jail. It's not possible. You cannot be paid for work you are not doing. Even the National Cathedral is still a hole. It was a swimming pool. 2 days ago, people were swimming there. And you claim you are the executive secretary, and government pays you through controller, and this is his pay slip. Pay slips All these years, he's been taking money. The police have decided not to arrest this man. They have decided not to arrest these corrupt individuals who are siphoning monies from the state. They have decided not to arrest the Galamsey kingpins who have caused havoc to the people of this country. They've decided not to arrest ministers and politicians who have stolen monies from the state. And yet you go after a pregnant woman. You go after a man who just closed from church. A minor of 8 years has been arrested. As it stands now, Felicity.
They were released.
Felicity.
The 8-year-old.
Felicity. As it stands now, Felicity Nelson, right? We are struggling to even know her whereabouts. She's part of the.
You don't know where she is.
We don't know her whereabouts. You spoke to the lawyer this morning, and the lawyer was telling you that they still don't know the whereabouts of about 7 people. You can't even identify them. And the Attorney General and Nanado thinks that it is fun. Yesterday, a young man sat here.
Hold on, before you carry on, let me just disassociate myself.
Yes.
And the company media general from this bank statement details, because
that's right.
I'm not sure if it's allowed to even put out these
I am putting it out because
so I'm stating emphatically that we are disassociating ourselves.
That's
myself, Bella Mundi, and media general.
And Bella, you see, even the man watching this morning, whose details are put out, if he's a man, this morning you should take me to court. He will be arrested. Because from this point, I'm going straight to the special prosecutor. I'm going to Shraj, and he must be picked up before nightfall. You cannot arrest Oliver. You cannot arrest Raf. You cannot arrest Felicity Nelson and still have Dr. Opoku Mensah on the streets. When he's being paid for no job done. If I tell you how long it took me to get this credible information, you'll be marveled. But thank God we have it.
We say assembly maker no uti asia. Me person me tell the reason why both NDC and MPP should be out. Okay, when NDC left office, they will say on the ministers, they were taking double salary. That is how cruel the Ghana politician is. Cruel, a any sabi, a good summer way true. Because how can you be paying somebody who has done no job? You know the staffers at the Jubilee House, over 900 staffers. That is how we are spoiling Ghana's money. We are going for loan. Doesn't make sense. Meanwhile, people who are working and your pay is not coming. Oh, your teacher here, you work for 3 years before your salary comes. Oh, be on your Juma, or don't your Juma, so-called professor, which went Juma, Juma, who discovered as a Mr. Jiblim, what's the magic? Now, me bet Chiauka. I bet Chiauka, Chiawas for Naka. Because Ghana's kind of more say no in the name of what? Politics. Swimming pool. National and Katuda swimming pool. And you stand here and you tell me, say, you are paying somebody 21,000. It's who I want to me. If this is not enough to tell you, say about the NDC MPP, they don't have Ghana at heart, but they are there to what? Destroy Ghana. Now, so that one they are there. I women can't wait to your wife now. Well, Jimmy, I got to mama. Because you make question air time. How long will they spoil Ghana's money? Adel Maka, Mr. No Ghanaian politician is a businessman. They don't know. And so I know how to make business with Ghana's money. No one want to say, you first can do it, but you go small jobs near your mom. And yes, sir, can you wait see? I expose GH. Me can't all here, my cockany anchor. Subscribe, yeah, the two no one Manuel, bye bye.